Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your one-stop show for all your entertainment needs. My name is Kim Opera.
And my name is Pascal. I'm thrilled to be here with you. And of course, it's trending brought to you by Airtel. Tell you one thing, what you need to understand is the fact that all them exclusive interviews, the celebrity gist, everything trending and even more here on Trending. But before we kick start, we'll go on a short break. When we return, the show continues. Welcome back, guys. It's still Trending, brought to you by Airtel. Pascal and Kim in the building like never before. Now, we are going to be moving straight into what is trending. But firstly, Kim, you're looking so good. I love this. What's this outfit called?
Thank
this
you.
one?
It's a skirt.
Yeah, it's looking really good.
Yeah.
Really nice.
I appreciate it.
Anyway, so we're talking about what's trending. Apart from Kim's outfit, different things trending right now on social media, artists rubbing off their fans, and of course, canceling shows. Then, of course, there's something else I want us to talk about. The old cards
and the new cards.
We're going to have this conversation right now, but let's go quickly start with the recent one that happened, the basketballs on social media from a fan coming at Davido and wishing him death. What do you think fans should actually draw their line, okay, or draw the line that don't pass this place? I
feel like it's not a new thing. Like, these fans tend to always go overboard regardless of situations. I mean, he's not going to be the first person they've wished death upon. They wish death upon us almost every single. If I open my DM now, I'm sure there's somebody wishing me death there. It's a normal thing. It's actually really normal, but I mean, how many people do you want to...
But why would you even wish your fellow man death?
How many people do you even want to fight? It's like, sometimes it's just, you just see these things and ignore, you know? But I do understand, like, you know, people handle situations differently.
Absolutely.
So I get the need to, like, curb it, because, I mean, when they see you are going out one person, other people will take heed and, like, okay,
we can give him
let
anything
me avoid
and
this, so that nobody comes. I don't fall under the radar, you know. I know Davido, he's not.
But you trust Davido, he actually came back for the first thing.
He will finish it.
Definitely came
has
to the
time.
first thing. And it was even rubbing it on Wizkid, saying that, man, if he involved his the thing that happened to him, then of course Wizkid himself or his mother, because he was talking about in the tweets, some person were talking about his mother and everything.
Yeah.
Then it's like, if they talked about Wizkid's mother, it's because Wizkid's mother is still alive, or the person's mother is still alive. If the person's mother were to be dead, then they will understand that they will reply the way he's replying at this present moment. You know, sometimes you can want to be like, okay, you want to have this particular air ticket as a TV star or maybe as a radio star or as a celebrity in general. But man, there's some emotional damage
that
they do to you, man. And you feel like, man, if I catch this person, you understand. Just like, you remember when Peruzzi slapped Pamela?
I remember.
Exactly.
Vividly.
Exactly. So you understand, those kind of things, some persons cannot take it.
Yeah.
Some persons are like, man, I go still catch you.
And you don't even know what, you know, people are going through life every day. Come on, let's not forget that he's still in mourning, regardless of we see him like being happy on social media and trying to like push his career and whatnot. Like, we all need to be sensitive. I say this every single time.
Absolutely.
We need to be sensitive to one another. Come on, guys.
Man, but people,
do better.
Yeah, some people feel like, man, the celebrities are just there. We can say anything to them.
They're humans.
Yeah, they're humans.
They're
like,
gods,
man, they're
they have feelings, they have emotions.
Even when they reply, okay, when celebrities start replying, must you reply?
Are you the first person?
Can't you follow the likes of this person?
Up.
You're just being like a baby. Cry baby. Why won't you reply? Sometimes this emotion actually gets to the heart as well, and it affects these individuals, and it becomes a really big problem.
Yes.
And now, talking about one of the topics we're going to be talking about today, the old cards and the new cards. No, even before the Nigerian, let's not talk about Nigeria. We always had the coast to coast kind of thing, from Tupac and Biggie to the likes of Eminem, to the likes of everybody rapping, all these rappers actually beefing themselves. It's being something that is as old as our social lives, okay?
Yes.
Beefing normally in the industry is being old. But right now in Africa, and of course in Nigeria being of course the leading country in Africa, I would say this, we see the likes of, from time immemorial, they've been actually beefing themselves, okay? They were once friends, but it happened as time went by, maybe the fans and other things happened. But right now, in a recent interview granted by Davido, 001.
He's done a lot of interviews.
Yeah, he's done a lot of interviews. I don't know, but man, it's like, man, let me just keep giving them, give them. So like, it's like, man, he calls himself 001, which of course, I don't know the code, the meaning of the code, like 001, that's like his number one. Yeah, so he calls him number one. One thing I really love about Davido is the fact that when he calls himself these names or these hashtags, he puts whiskey in the play. Davido puts Wizkid in the play. Do you understand? Davido, anytime he talks about him being the best, he does not say him being the best alone. He puts Wizkid in the play, but removes Burna Boy. He removed Burna Boy. He's always removed Burna Boy. Not before Wizkid
even before they
and
became
Davido
friends.
had the last fight they had.
Yeah.
Before, I think it was 2019 or 2020. He did something on his socials like the two greatest, the GOATs.
Oh,
if
yeah,
you remember.
yeah,
He wrote,
yeah.
but he didn't put Burna Boy. Then Burna Boy went on social media. I started attacking.
I was attacking.
And
Oh
I
my
started
God.
attacking. The quick question to you, Kim. I don't want to put you on the spot too much, but do you think like this theory could be called the GOATs of African music?
I don't know any go to any cow.
Good to go. But in this sense, do you think like this theory, honestly, in no particular order,
honestly, for me, I would always say everybody not Beyonce for their own chair. And that's
but the
period.
truth is, you still have like people.
And that's on period because there are people. The reason why I say so is because there are people that will tell you that Burna Boy is the greatest of all time. There are people that will tell you that Davido is the greatest of all time. There are people that will tell you Wizkid is the greatest. And truly, in their own stead, they are the greatest of all. Do you understand? Absolutely. They are like, in their own, environs and whatever they do, their own genre and the way, they put out music and the type of music they put out. They're all very different from each other, so you really cannot pit them against one another.
Absolutely.
You understand? It's like comparing a Yemi Alade and a Tiwa Savage. Their music is vastly different from one another.
Absolutely.
You're right. So I will always say, everyone at Beyonce for their own chair.
But there's this fight that continually goes on. Okay, this fight will never end. There's a continuous fight. This fight is like the fans, okay?
Oh yeah, that's
and even like for likes of you actually went for Big Brother as well. You actually noticed the same thing as well. So the fans coming at each other, Davido's fans coming at Wizkid's fans, coming at Burna Boy's fans. So it happens that maybe
controversy sells.
Yeah, exactly.
Controversy sells. Nobody likes like peaceful. All of us, kumbaya, we are happy, we are. Afrobeats will not be where it is today if it was that, to be honest. The reason why most conversations of Afrobeats has been as blown up as it's been is mostly because of the fan wars.
The fans weren't exactly.
The fan wars. This creates a lot of awareness for the artists themselves and their music.
Yeah, exactly.
Because every fan is trying to get, okay, I want my own artist to be heard more than this other person's artist, or I want my own person to be heard more than that other person. So there's always that competition between the fans to push their favorite out more, and that's how it is.
But in the end, this particular thing that comes out from these fans actually stir up unnecessary drama in between this top artist. And in the end, it can't be curtailed because even when Davido was about to drop his Timeless body of work and he was talking in an interview, which of course he's done a lot of interviews. He was talking in an interview and he's like, man, the night that his body of work or album was gonna come out, he called the person managing his fan this thing and said, don't fight with Wizkid FCU, do not. But in the end, it happened that they still had a fight. Because
it's normal.
They could not even curtail. There's certain things that they can't curtail.
You can't curtail. In fact, there's not even one when it comes to fans, right, and fan base. That's why sometimes when people say, "Oh, this person is engineering their fans to go after that person," or that person engineering, to me, is like that statement is like largely blown out of context because obviously there's always somebody that would say they are the president of your fans, but doesn't necessarily mean that the person has dominion over everybody has their own opinion. Nobody can say, oh, don't post this, and the person will not post it. Everyone is still going to do what they want to do at the end of the day.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
And they will always pit them against each other because I mean, they have to push their faves regardless.
There's something else I want us to talk about, and is the cancellation of concerts or events from this top artist. Now, recently we were seeing Burna Boy last year. I think this year, Burna Boy almost cancelled his concert here, and of course afterwards, after the concert, he went on Twitter on his page to actually give He made an explanation saying that Nigeria has not done what they're supposed to, or this particular place, that his sound is evolved over time. I'm not quoting him verbatim right now, but I'm trying to summarize what he was saying in the tweet. That of course, man, it happened like that and blah 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 and all, but that's the reason why it had to happen like that. You understand? And of course, you see him also doing the same thing in the Netherlands. And you see it and you actually say that the way he quickly reacted to the fans outside the country, if you were to just oppose both of them, you realize that one side is not tallying with the other, because you would say that if you were to judge it, you would say that he treated the ones outside the country better than the one he treated
because
in the
their countries have given them the their basic human rights, and they can sue him. They can literally sue him. Because a lot of people have take Bola Boy to court in Nigeria and let's see how far it is. You understand? Like, these are people that their system works, their structure works, so you cannot treat them less than their own government treats them.
Absolutely.
And even like, there are so many things that go into play. There are so many contracts that are also signed too when these people are performing abroad as opposed to being, having a performance in Nigeria. And when you don't show up, there are certain penalties that are supposed to happen. And basically, maybe you've already worked it out with the organizers, but if the fans or the people that came to concert decide to
case
out of it, come on. And that's a class action suit.
Exactly. And it's not even about the three top dogs, okay, in the industry, okay, right now. Some other artists actually do the same thing. Okay, they do the same thing whereby you invite them for events or for concerts and they don't show up.
Sometimes
they don't send apology letters.
Sometimes there are a lot of things that go on behind the scenes that I would not say that it's 100% the artist's fault. Sometimes it's management. I mean, how many managements? How do you even know the people that are organizing these shows? Exactly. All you know are the acts that are performing. And those are the only people you can hold accountable, because it's because of you we're coming here. We're not coming here because of the producers or the people doing this or the organizers, even if maybe the organizers might be at fault. Now these artists have to start explaining to you why, they had to miss the show or why they couldn't perform.
But man, I beg to differ real quick, man, because for likes of Burna Boy, I think it's become so big that he can use different platforms to connect to his fans, not only even them coming to the stadium to see him.
But
so all you have to do, very simple, is just, they paid for a show, but if that kind of thing is going to happen, and this also speaks to other artists as well, if that kind of thing is going to happen, it's very, very simple. Okay, at that moment whereby you're not going to be available at that place, or at that event, go on a live video and explain that. Try to do something for them, or maybe just do a recording or a recorded show. But you won't perform like so much, but just do something small, something that they can actually play at the big screens at the stadium and tell them that you can't be available, but tell the other artists to be there.
I agree.
But on your own part, just do the video, and man, it's gonna stop you from this kind of mess that you're soiling your name and in the end, man.
Yeah.
So one of the final things we're gonna be talking about today is we already talked about it in a bit, and it's still about this rivalry of a thing. It's gonna continue for a long period of time.
It's never going to stop.
Yes, they're not going to stop.
That's what makes the industry.
Because we've seen situations whereby people hurt themselves because of this rivalry. It's been happening for a long period of time. Tupac's people hurt Biggie people. Okay, Biggie people hurt Tupac's people. And today, you can even see that even the rivalry is one of the cases that actually made, so all these things actually in the end, it moves into mortality if we don't take good care of it. How do you think...
But you can't curb it.
How do you think that this artist can actually do to or these things can actually be curbed? How do you think it can be curbed?
I think people just need to realize generally to just be sensitive to one another, because you cannot. Everybody has their own opinion, everybody has their own phones, their own internet. You can't tell them what to do. They're gonna do what they want to do regardless. They pay for their phone, they pay for their internet. You're not gonna tell them that they should not.
It's not about the artist now, it's about what I want to say.
It's what I want. Did I ask you to? They will not tell you, did I ask you to be a celebrity? Who asked you to, take this profession if you know you're not gonna take it it's hard,
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, like, protect your mental health, the artists themselves, the people that, that are gonna get the backlash. You need to protect yourself, you need to have an outlet, you need to always make sure, you have constant checks or monthly checks, if you have someone to talk to, and just make sure your mental health is is intact. At the end of the day, that's the best that you can do, because you can only take care of yourself, and health is wealth.
Anyways, for me, I'm just gonna say that as artists or as celebrities, all you have to do is very simple. You know that you already created this army that of course follows you.
You didn't create it.
Yeah, you created this army. Your talent created the army.
No.
If you were not talented, the army wouldn't be created.
It's like saying Jesus Christ created all the Christians. No.
Jesus Christ did what he did. Jesus Christ.
People flock
what
to you because they either like something about you.
God bless you. That's what I'm saying. Your talent.
No, but creation, using the word created is far from it. It's far-fetched.
No, but it's not. But your talent created it. Maybe knowingly or unknowingly.
No, I don't think creation is the word, but yeah, I understand.
So you birthed it. Creation is birthing something. So what the word? You created, you birthed it. So your talent, it may not be you, but maybe what you possess.
People are just drawn to you.
Okay, people that are doing
people are drawn to you. It's different from creating a fan. When you say creation, that means I went out of my way to say, okay, I'm picking all of you as my fans. Come and let's all come together and create a community. That's what you mean by creation. I come across.
There is a particular segment I does. I know all these men, they know it. God bless Africa. If you know God bless Africa, you understand. The God bless Africa is a place where he posts voluptuous women that are so beautiful behind. Okay, now what he posts subsequently has created, okay, a particular fan base for itself. That once you see that thing, the likes are always different. That means that what he has created that. So that also connects to me saying to you that sometimes it may not be necessarily about you, but what you possess creates that thing or births that thing or births those army that follows you. Do you understand it? So that's what I'm saying. But what I'm trying to say here is the fact that these artists or these celebrities,
I will never agree with that terminology, but okay.
But these artists or these celebrities can actually make sure that every time or majority of the times they try as much as possible to speak to their fans, tweet about it.
That's what I'm saying.
Sometimes, because in the end it will never end. Okay?
And they cannot do anything, even if you're fine, even if a celebrity tomorrow tweet. So I don't want you to fight contradicting yourself. You actually said that Davido called someone and was like, "Oh, you guys should not go." And it still happened because when you create something, it gives you dominion and power over those things. Because you are not in control and you did not create those things, you have no power over them.
Yeah. Anyways, you know what? We leave it here, but of course, what I'm just trying to say is just very simple. You're correct, I am correct, okay? Because in the end, Kim, calm down. In the end,
look who went to Sunday school.
Calm down. In the end,
people.
Stop it. In the end, reality is based on individual's observation. That's
yes, at the end of the day,
yeah. So you understand it. So man, we're still, you're my G.
We're not create any fans.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
So create fans.
Anyways, we're gonna go on a short break right now. Still training brought to you by Airtel. When we return, the top 5 segment is coming for you. Stick around. It's been great here on Trending, brought to you by Airtel. My name is Pascal. Thank you so very much for viewing today's episode of Trending. Make sure you always follow us on our TV channels on DSTV channel 324 and of course on GoTV channel 22.
Yes, guys, and don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms. On Instagram, it's at official HIPTV. On Twitter and YouTube, it's at HIPTV. My name is Kim Opera. Till we see you again next time, don't forget to keep it moving.